G'day everybody, OzmanKollects 63 here, and this is Relax and Read, where we just have to have a bit of chill out time, just relax, play some chilled music, and go over one of the comic books that gets dropped on that VeVe drops. Because like myself, I collect all these comic books, and I never take the time to read any of them. So what I'm trying to do is actually try and read them, and I thought it'd be a fun thing to sort of just take you all on a nice little journey with me, and we'll go over some of these comic books. So this is the second Relax and Read episode that we've done. The first one that we did was the Peter Parker Spectacular Spider-Man number I can't remember now, but it was the first appearance of Cloak and Dagger, and I reckon that episode was a pretty good success. So a bit of a learning curve, but I thought it was just something fun to do. So we're going to do it again. And if you like that, say if it's something you want to chill into, please join me. If it's not, that's cool too. So if you're out there watching me right now, thank you very much. Appreciate you taking the time out of your day to listen to me talk and have a go at this whole live streaming business, because that's the whole reason I'm doing it, because I want to get better at it. That's the same as anything. So let's get into it. So we are reading the Uncanny X-Men number 221, which is the first appearance of Mister Sinister. And in case you're wondering who Mister Sinister is, so who is he and why should I care about him? Well, Mister Sinister is probably one of the big bad guys of the X-Men world. And just to go over it very lightly, his real name is Dr. Nathaniel Essex. He's a Victorian scientist. He was obsessed with the evolution of he's basically obsessed with evolution, and he predicted the emergence of mutants in the near future, which pretty much attracted the attention of another big bad guy of the X-Men universe, which is Apocalypse. And Apocalypse decided to basically alter his DNA and turn him into Mister Sinister we know today. He's skilled in cloning and manipulating human DNA, and he's had his little wiggly fingers in all sorts of things in the X-Men universe, and also outside the X-Men universe too. He had a hand in creating Madeline Pryor, who is the Goblin Queen, which you may know. Madeline Pryor is a clone of Jean Grey, and also gave way to the birth of Nathan Summers. Got that wrong. Nathan Summers, who you would know better as Cable. And yeah, that's just a brief little rundown of the character, who he is. He's a big influence in the X-Men universe, and I'm hoping we will see him on the big screen coming into the MCU, because mutants are coming. He was actually teased. Fun fact: he was actually teased at the end of the X-Men Apocalypse movie, when they're going through Stryker's compound and cleaning up all the DNA, and they chuck it in a box, and on the box it says Essex Corp. And that was supposed to be a little teaser to Mister Sinister there, but it never came about, because he was originally going to be the big bad guy for the Gambit movie that they had in the works, but that never happened, and it kind of got scrapped. And they also couldn't find anyone they felt was fit for the role at the time. But me personally, my pick for Mister Sinister, and I think this would be a good one, is Bryan Cranston, who is of Breaking Bad fame. I can see Mr. Heisenberg as Mister Sinister very well, I think. So anyway, I'm going to share my screen. I'm going to chuck some music on, and we're going to get into. We'll start by looking at some of the comic book covers on VeVe here. And if you're chilling in and you're not familiar with VeVe, VeVe is a digital collectors platform that deals in basically all comic books, collectibles. They've got big name IP like Marvel, Disney, and just among others. But before I do that, I hope everyone's had a really good week. I've got my trusty Spider-Man glass here with me, topped up with my drink of choice, which is Pepsi Max, because I'm the drinker. So cheers to the weekend, everyone. Hope you're having a good one and got something awesome in the pipeline. All right, now that's out of the way. Let's get into it. And also, this Relax and Read episode is brought to you by the VeVe Collective. In case you don't know or what the VeVe Collective is, or haven't heard about us before, so we're quite well known in the Twitter spaces. And the VeVe Collective is basically just it's a group of collectors that basically came together to create a safe space where we can talk about digital collectibles, comic book fandom, just a space where we could basically nerd out and geek out and and not feel like outsiders, which some people struggle with in the real world. I myself am included in that. And yeah, so the VeVe Collective is a safe space, and very proud of it. We've got a Discord as well. If you're interested in getting involved in the Discord and want to know a bit more about it, you can either DM myself or check us out on Twitter, or even just leave us a comment. Leave us a comment in the video here. Like, comment, subscribe is always appreciated. And right, enough rambling for me. Let's get into it. So I'm gonna chuck some music on now. Just bear with me, because like I said, this is all live and it's all still learning. And I think I'm gonna put this one on. That's with chilled out music. If it's not too loud, if it's too loud, so chuck a comment out, let me know. I'm seeing the screen here. So hopefully the audio is okay. Everyone can hear me all right. All right, let's share our screen here. That's not that one. Aha, here we go. Okay, so these are our covers that we find on the VeVe app, which is VeVe here. And what we've got is we've got 5 covers. We've got the common, the uncommon, the rare, the ultra rare, and the secret rare. Actually, I might just turn that music down just a tad, because she is a tad loud. There we go. I think that's a bit better. Oops, that's the wrong screen. Sorry guys, bear with me. This is all a learning process. Right. So we've got our common cover, which is probably the most well-known one, which is this one here. And if I click on it here and go, there should be a more... Oh, if I do that, that's better. Right, so if we go into it, we should have more information. Where's the more information? You can tell I prepared for this. Oh, now I've lost the page entirely. Right. How about we just go straight to the comic book? So I've got the ultra rare cover, which is, there's 10,000 editions of this comic, and the ultra rare cover is done by Will Slinley and Rachel Rosenberg. And the story itself, the writer is Chris Claremont, and artist is Mark Silvici and Dan Green. I probably butchered that name, and I do apologize for that. And yeah, so what I'm gonna do, I'll move this screen over here so I can see what I'm doing. That's better. Ooh, got 2 comments. Hey, we've got some comments. Awesome. Capture Obvious. Aldro, hey, thanks for joining me, guys. Hope you're enjoying this. This is first attempt at doing a live reading of a comic book. So join with me, and here we go. We've got some chill music. Got my trusty Spider-Man glass filled with my Pepsi Max, and we're going to get into it. So if I make sure I push the right bloody thing, there we go. Now, this is the start. This is our cover. Now check this out too. I've got a nice little feature here, because you might struggle to see some of the text. Check this out. I've got a bit of magic. 1, 2, 3. Whoa! Magnifying glass. Look, now I can blow the text up so you can actually see it. So what I can do is I'll zoom in, try and make it as zoomy as I can. That's as much as I can get into it. So this is our ultra rare cover. So we've got Mister Sinister on the front here. He's holding up the Marauders. He's just owned them. So you don't mess with Mister Sinister. He's got, I'm guessing that's Sabretooth up by the neck, saying, sorry, Sabretooth, you ain't taking me on. Look at that face. Very, look at that face. Very Schwarzenegger, like, you know, I'll be back face. I'm Mister Sinister. Oh, can you imagine Arnold Schwarzenegger as Mister Sinister? Maybe back in his heyday. All right, let's start some reading. So, page 2. Oh, there we go. Right. Try and get on my best reading voice here. Okay, I've got Stan Lee presents Death by Drowning, starring the Uncanny X-Men. And it starts with Mister Sinister, his big white face all front and center. And he goes off by saying the Marauders, you failed me, Marauders, and failure is something Mister Sinister does not tolerate. Bum, bum, bum. Whoa, look at them teeth. Real chompers on them. Them Marauders are in trouble. Scrambler, Acolyte, Skull Hunter, Vertigo, Sabretooth, Harpoon, and Polaris. I forge you into one of the deadliest fighting forces the world has ever seen. I offer you power beyond imagination. wealth beyond the wildest dreams of avarice. I don't know what that means, but anyway. If only you serve me and do so well. Yet when I set the simplest of tasks, the execution of the woman Madeline Pryor, you botch it. How then can I expect you to fare against such heroes as the Avengers or the Fantastic Four, or our most dangerous foes who time and time again you have failed to eliminate? The X-Men? Shall I tear the heart from one of you as a sign of my displeasure? Says Mister Sinister. Not if I take yours first, Bob, says Sabretooth. Nobody talks to Sabretooth like that. And nobody threatens him. Oh dear. So Sabretooth's going to make a play for Mister Sinister. Reckon he can get him? So let's read on. Ha! No chance. Mister Sinister's got him up by the throat just like on our cover there. Excuse me, take a drink. Hydration. As I please. Ugh, says Sabretooth. Miss Pryor is not only alive, she has recently regained consciousness. She's asking questions, demanding action. So poor Sabretooth's up by his throat. He's choking to death. It does little good to obliterate every trace of her existence if the woman herself is spared. Eventually she will succeed in contracting either X Factor or the contacting either X Factor or X-Men. So poor Sabretooth still choking to death. That must not be permitted, says Mister Sinister. At the moment, this situation is an inconvenience. I desire it resolved before it becomes anything more. Blah! Says Sabretooth as he falls to the ground, having been choked to death by Mister Sinister. Now, how can I... Yeah, my page is a little bit small here. Why's my page a bit small? Oh, that's a bit better. There we go. The woman is to be killed. You heard the man, troops. Let's get to it. As for you, Buttbrain, I hope you learned your lesson. Mess with Sinister and your history. Bum, bum, bum. Alright, let's have a look here at the comments. See if we've got any more fresh comments. We've got four viewers. Thank you, 4 viewers, for tuning in. I hope you're enjoying the content. And let's read on. Right, page 5. Get my trusty magnifying glass up. All right, this is our page. Actually, I'll take a second just to view the page. Meanwhile, somewhere else, it looks like a concert. It looks like a concert hall staged for a top-line, world-class rock show, the kind of gig Alison Blair once dreamed of playing. Ah, so who's this? Is this? Here I am, Rogue. Take your best shot. I'm guessing that's Dazzler? Ah, before she became Dazzler. So we got Dazzler here taking on Rogue. But those days, that role, that dream, are long gone, and possibly she fears lost forever. She's an X-Men. Now her fate bound to that team of outcasts, too often outlaw heroes, standing alone like the Spartans at Thermopylae against the modern equivalent of Xerxes' Persians. Horde, Mister Sinister's marauders, and now as then the future of the world hanging in the balance. Geez, that sounds pretty dramatic, doesn't it? Say like the Spartans at Thermopylae. So I'll drink to that. Say 300 is one of my favorite movies, and also Frank Miller's comic is also pretty wicked as well. All right, reading on. My pleasure, Nightingale. Your funeral, says Rogue. So Dazzler's like, take your best shot, Rogue. And Rogue's like, your funeral. Both women are mutants, born with extraordinary parahuman abilities. Rogues pretty much speak for themselves. As we know for Rogue, she's super strong, can absorb people's powers, and doesn't like playing touchy-touchy. Ugh, she grabs Dazzler. What a roll with her attack. Let Rogue bear the brunt of the impact. She's physically invulnerable, but I'm not. She can twist steel like beams like string. Can't match that strength. So Dazzler's got no hope of taking her on, like, direct attack. She's got to be crafty here. Worse, when she touches people, her skin to theirs, she steals their psyches and powers. So she steals their minds and their powers. Pretty face songbird, but not much longer. Talk is cheap, you hussy. Dazzler absorbs sound and transluces it into light. In this case, stroboscopic Dazzler blast. Stroboscopic. I never heard that word before. That's a mouthful. Anyway, long story short, she absorbed sound, turned into light, and shot her in the face with it. There we go. Easy. Right, page 6. God, still going at it. So she's distorted, momentarily blinded. Now to punch her out of reach. Eat photons, witch, says Dazzler. Pressure behind Allison's eyes, bursting outwards against the cement of her skull. A tidal wave of ice cresting through her body. Oh, she's got Rogue square in the face. That strike was sledgehammer force. Hope that hurt, Rogue. Sort of makes us even, For those delightful occasions, you use me as your punching bag. Alright, big KO. Boof, Rogue's down. Now is she out or is she just angry? I reckon she's angry. Whoa, so weak, so drained. Hardly standing. Photon blast is my big gun. Ultimate expression of my light's powers. Problem is, using the most energy, if I'm not careful, I could find myself out of juice before the battle's over. Surprise, sugar, says Rogue. You knocked me for a loop, Daz. Now it's my turn. Uh-oh. I think Dazzler's out of juice and she's in trouble. So what's Rogue gonna do? Let's read on. That scaffolding must weigh a ton. All I have to do is laser through the riggings. All what a laugh sounds so easy. Feels as though my head's about to burst. Weak beam, not cutting fast enough. Have to focus concentration. Oh golly, it hurts. Don't cry, don't quit. Go for it. Come on, Dazzler. Cut that rigging. Drop it on Rogue's head. See if you can knock her out. Dynamite. And the scaffolding comes down on Rogue. And now begs the question. So is Dazzler out of the woods? Is Rogue down and out? Where'd my set go? The danger room is reverted to normal. Exercise is over. Boy, I sure hope I won. Tried so tired, sleep not moving for a week and forever. The whole thing was a simulation. They're in the danger room, having a go at each other. Dazzler, what the devil are you playing at, girl? What does it look like, Rogue? A training session. That's what the danger room is for, right? This is where the X-Men hone the use of their mutant powers. I figured since the team's back home at Professor X's school until Storm finishes her solo mission, and since I'm still not comfortable with my new photon blast, I could use the practice and any objections? You want to explain your choice of antagonist? You got some nerve, girl, casting me as the villain. So Rogue's not very happy that she was the one being target practice, being in the simulation here. So let's see what Dazzler's excuse is. Oh, let me just check the comments. Oh, we got some few ones. Ew, Evolved. How are you, buddy? Thanks for listening in or watching or whatever you're doing. Hope you're having an awesome day, mate. We're just chilling here, reading Uncanny X-Men number 221, first appearance, Mister Sinister. And yeah, let's read on. Okay, we're up to page 8. Oops, wrong button. Gee, seems awfully appropriate to call to me, and where do you get off calling me girl? I'm older than you. Then maybe you better start acting like it. We're teammates, Dazzler. Why won't you bury the hatchet between us? Okay, so these two got some issues they're trying to sort out. You tried to kill me, Rogue. Yep, that'll do it. More than once for no reason. That's not something easily forgotten. Or forgiven. Well, yeah, that's a hard one. What do you want from me? Was crazy in those days and didn't know what I was doing. You know that. And told you that I was sorry. Yeah, I'm sorry for killing you. So it could happen to anybody. And that makes everything hunky-dory, okay? Alright, yeah? No way, sugar. It's not that easy. We can't keep on like this. Ain't good for the team. To blazes with the team. This is personal. I have to take that off. Let me try that. Between you and me alone. What's your craving, Allison? Satisfaction? What are you craving, Allison? Satisfaction? Do you want satisfaction? Lump for lump, bruise for bruise, till the scales are balanced. It's a start, says Allison, says Dazzler. You're on. Rogue, Dazzler. I'm in a minute, Psylocke. We're busy. Oh, okay, Psylocke's jumping in here. It will have to wait. Wolverine has summoned the entire team. Ooh, there is trouble. So Psylocke's jumped in here saying, girls, break it up. Say Wolverine's called a meeting. Say get in here before he gets angry. Oh, here we go. Got a couple of more comments. Evolve's at work, just listening, loving it, loving the story so far. Thanks, Evolve. Thanks for the support, buddy. Hopefully hopefully I'm not butchering it too much. Hey, Hinano, let's go. Let's go, mate. So far, so good. So hopefully the audio's come through all right. Everyone's loving the music. Anyway, let's read on. Right, we're up to page 9. It's a 25-page comic, by the way, guys. So we're just about over halfway there. And also, if you're watching at home, I hope you can see okay. I've got the new magnifying glass feature now, so hopefully it's blowing the text up a bit better so you can see. Anyway, we're now at the Grand Canyon. Here it began so many months ago, where the dreaded Dormammu used this ancient sacred place as the gateway from his dark dimension to Earth. Neither knowing nor caring that he was setting in forces in motion. This is apparently all happening in Doctor Strange annual number 8. So who we got here? Which would consume humankind, the human world, perhaps the entire cosmos, to chaos. So we've got some Indian fella sitting on a mountain, looking over into the Grand Canyon, getting all philosophical and all spiritual and that. Hopefully we'll get a name out of him so we know who we are. Against such a fate stands but two champions. Forge called the Maker, and Aurora, whose warrior name is Storm. So talking about Forge and Storm. Both possess power, temporal and spiritual, and being human, they are flawed, and therefore vulnerable. Oh dear. Forge stripped Storm of her mutant power to communicate the winds. She swallowed her pride and returned to ask for if he could restore them, and thereby unknowingly ensnared himself in my web. She is a good leader, even thinking of others before herself. That very gift will prove her undoing. She is content as she is, yet will resume the burden of her powers because the X-Men need that strength. By the same token, before we are done, I will so twist her to my sharp sharpening that for those same noble reasons. She will destroy her savior, her trusty love. This is like reading a Dr. Seuss book. Or I just suck at reading. But yeah, doesn't sound very good. You sound awfully sinister there. So he's basically saying, I'm going to manipulate her. I'm going to get... Forge took her powers, but I'm going to manipulate her so she will destroy her savior, the trustee she loves. So he's going to do a bit of manipulating by the sounds of that. So let's read on and see where it goes. Just take a second to have a look at the page here before I move on. I should probably get a little bit slower in moving my pages. Hope everyone's digging the music. I'm digging this music. It's pretty cool. Ah, okay. There's Storm there. Look, we got Punk Storm. I saw you on the ridge, Nas. I am shaman of the Cheyenne storm. Blech. Get my words out. So this guy is Nas. I'm not familiar with this character. If anyone knows who he is, so let me know. So what comes next? We go, leave the Jeep, but is a rental. The park rangers will see it safely home. From here on, we walk. So it looks like Storm's going on a spiritual awakening or something. We're going to do some ayahuasca or peyote or something and have a fever dream. Nas, if you know where Forge is, why not simply go to him? Why take all this time and trouble? How little you know, Wind Rider. How much you must learn. Ours is a journey of the soul as of the body. No earthly trial will bring you to Forge's campfire. You must take the path spiritually. You must take the spirit path. Of course you have to take the spirit path. Because he's an Indian. Everything's done by the spirit path. It's not just a simple path. But be warned, there is no easy road, and for those who walk it, have yet to take the first steps, you may still turn away. Nothing will ever be the same. Very dramatic. You say we must either free Forge from his enslavement by his age-old adversary of his, or destroy him, because if we do not, all humanity, this whole world will suffer. That is so. Even if Forge and I were the bitterest of enemies, I would not turn away. Truly, Oro, that boy's a fool. Were you mine to court as once you were his? I would never let you slip away. Okay. Trying to slip his way in there. Sneaky devil. Who knows, since you two are quite that way, maybe I'll give it a shot myself. You're welcome to try, says Oro. I'll do far better than try, my lovely, and when I've succeeded, you will be forever bound to me, Storm, spirit and soul. I felt it should be like some like bum 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 music. Look at those sinister eyes there. He's up to something. Sneaky Indian person. So just checking my comments here, make sure I've not missed anything. All right, moving on. Page 11. All right, we're back in San Francisco. So I've had our little vacation to the Grand Canyon's over and done with. We're back to Wolverine's meeting. San Francisco, in the shadow of the Emperor Norton Bridge, better known to the tourists and foreigners as the Oakland Bay Bridge, stands Memorial Hospital. My telepathic scans have located Miss Pryor on the 4th floor. Quite frantic too. Eventually all records of her existence have disappeared. You sure? I can only relate what I see in her thoughts. She knows who she is, but she can't prove it. Boy, people are sure fun to watch. And from here, they look so small. So, we get rid of the X-Men. So, the X-Men are chilling here, checking out over the hospital. They must be checking in on Madeline Pryor. Sounds like she's lost her memory, so you don't know who she is. Oh, excuse me. What's this all about anyway? Ah, I recognize this fella. This is Havoc. So what's this all about anyway? I mean, you dragged the X-Men across the country, Wolverine, with hardly a word of explanation. Just because Storm named you leader in her absence doesn't mean we'll follow you blindly, says Havoc. I think we know what Wolverine's response is going to be here. We're here, Havoc, because... Sorry, I should try and put on like my best like Wolverine voice here, like my best Hugh Jackman voice. There's only one Wolverine, that's Hugh Jackman. We're here, Havoc, because I got a call from your brother's wife. Real angry, real scared. Demanding to know why Cyclops dumped her and took their baby. That's crazy, Scott. Scott wouldn't do that, says Havoc. Maybe, maybe not. We'll see, says Wolverine. We're playing cagey because she said she was nailed by Scalp Hunter and Acolyte, they're marauders. Marauders, says Havoc. Gold star for you, says Wolverine. Psylocke casts a defense scan around the neighborhood. You know who to look for if the coast is clear, says Wolverine. Uh-oh, Psylocke says, Wolverine, marauders! Scattered near the hospital, and 2 are already inside. Oh no, this is going to be an X-Men assemble. Go get them marauders. Go save Madeline. Ooh, getting exciting. Oh, got no comment from Evolve. Technically, he's got an Australian accent, so this is perfect. Well, Wolverine's got... Oh, yeah, there. No, Wolverine does have an Australian accent, because he's done by my man, Hugh Jackman. So, yeah. Let's read on. So, it's getting exciting now. The Marauders are popping up. We're getting into the hospital. They're having a go at Madeline. Let's see what the X-Men are going to do here. My trusty microphone glass again. Rogue, go! No sweat, boss, says Rogue. She flies off the building. She's zipping through the hospital, straight into it. I'm good as there. Well, honey, win. Whoa, thought I saw felt. Wow. So they saw the innocent bystanders as Rogue zips past straight into the hospital. All the innocent bystanders are like, what the hell was that? Is that Superman? No, it's not, because this is Marvel, not DC. It's Rogue. Hey, it's Sabretooth, says Rogue. I need to work on my accents. She's like a sort of like southerny sort of Cajun type style, doesn't she? Hey there, sweet tooth. Last time we scrapped, you got the drop on me. That was in X-Men number 213, and you're according to the little snippet here. I got no. Says, oh yeah, no, that's still Rogue. I got no cause to crow. Ain't no too late to save Madeline Nurse's poor gal. Give it up, Scalp Hunter, says Rogue. You're finished. She kicks in the door and Scalp Hunter's standing over Madeline Pryor. You want to bet, honey? Pulls a gun on her. Zap, zap. Rogue's down. She's hit. Page 13. Your turn, Red. Like blazers. Oh no, Madeline's turned around, smacked him in the face with a pan, said bang. Scalp Hunter's dazed, doesn't know what's going on. He's like, holy crap, this redhead actually can fight. Ain't you the feisty little sweetheart? Almost ashamed to punch your ticket, but Sinister gave the word and I ain't about to cross him. Why? Why, says Madeline. We already got what we want. You're just the loose end, says Scalp Hunter. Fight hard as you can. It won't make any difference in the end. Ah! Scalp Hunter's hit. He's been hit in the back. That's a bit of a dick move. It's shot in the back, but someone's got him. Perfect shot, Dazzler. Your solid light blast knocked Scalp Hunter unconscious, only because you showed me where to shoot, said Dazzler. And monitored my power so I wouldn't use too much energy and maybe kill the man. Ah, that's good on you, Psylocke. So she's keeping an eye on Dazzler, make sure she doesn't toast him too much. That's why we're a team, remember? So our various abilities can complement one each other. Dazzler, Psylocke, behind us. Says, I'm not even sure who this guy is. I want to say Long Shot, but I'm not sure just because of the blonde hair. If anyone knows who he is, let me know. Anyway, moving on. Alright, page 14. Nearly there, guys. Nearly there. Let's check my little comments thing. Nope, no more comments. So let's carry on. Alright. My magnifying glass back up here. Oh no, there's trouble. The world's spinning upside down. I can't orientate myself, body or thoughts. Focus, concentration to locate our attacker and strike back. So someone's messing with their system. Who is it? By the time Vertigo's done twisting you inside, you're inside out, X dips, you wish you were dead. Uh-oh, I think that might be Polaris messing around with their sensors of everything. Ah, gee, couldn't wait, huh? Suit yourselves. Wish you were dead. Then I'll be the Marauder's pleasure to make sure that wish comes true. Long Shot. Oh my gosh, what are you doing? Ah, it is Long Shot. There you go. I thought it was Long Shot. So, as if I remember right, Long Shot's abilities is he can manipulate luck in his favor. So they basically jumped out of the building. Long Shot's grabbed both of them. And Long Shot's just like, not sure. It just sort of felt right. That's crazy. Hold on, both of you, tight as you can. And Long Shot's... Let me turn this off. Long Shot's basically throwing his little harpoon. He's managed to latch onto some stairs as they're falling down the side of the building. And now they're sort of swinging around. Look, Long Shot goes, now what? We're not through it yet, Allison. Better close your eyes. Why? And they're swinging around. And in typical Long Shot fashion, because he's manipulated luck, he's gone up, bounced off onto a little marquee looking thing here. And he's gone slam straight in the back of a dumpster full of sand. Obviously averting their crash, so they're safe. Super, super lucky. Because that's Long Shot's power. He can manipulate luck. Well, that'd be a cool power to have. Oh, uh-oh. Nope, still on my screen. All good. Alright, page 15. Oops, wrong button. There we go. Some snazzy circuit stunt there, Harpoon. It will not save them. As his harpoon leaves the Eskimo's hand. Eskimo hand steel, it instantly transmutes to energy. A spear of fire that makes Psylocke feel as though her nervous system has been doused in acid. So Harpoon can throw energy bolts at people. And he's hit Psylocke and Psylocke's down. The pain is too sudden, too extreme. It overwhelms her. Overwhelms her defenses, and it casts outwards by her telepathic talent into the minds of her teammates and those by her side. Ah, I see. So Psylocke's been hit by Harpoon's energy little harpoon, and that's basically because of her psychic ability has gone into the rest of the teammates, and they're all feeling it. So everyone's down. And in the hospital, Wolverine, my lord, I'm burning, says Havoc. Hang on, boy. Says, hang on, boy. Something's wrong with us. Only a side projection of Psylocke's hurt. It's more than I can stand, says Havoc. You got to. Figured Havoc to be cast from the same mold as his big brother Cyclops. What if I'm wrong? Suppose he can't hack it as an X-Men. So saying, what if Havoc isn't like Cyclops, because they're both brothers, in case you don't know. I have to get a hold of myself, says Havoc. Team's counting on me. Can't let them down. Come on, Havoc. Get your business together. Get back in the game. Hi there, I'm Scrambler. All I have to do is touch people. And I make their powers go absolutely crazy. Uh-oh, that's not good. So this bloke Scrambler has just grabbed Havoc's head. And his ability is to make their powers go haywire. And obviously, Havoc can absorb energy, so he's going to make it go haywire and probably zap everybody. Not good for anybody. Alright, moving on. Page 16. Bang! There's a massive crash. There's all the psychic energy going all through the hospital. Everyone's getting zapped. All hell's breaking loose. Wolverine's down. Bang! All are dead, says Scrambler. All gone, and Havoc is down. Look at that. He's wiped out. He's rooted. All gone. Oops, I thought you'd fall the whole way, Havoc. No matter, you're balanced pretty preciously. When you wake, you'll probably roll over. That'll do the trick. Now it's Maddie's turn, says Scrambler. What a rip. Scalp and Saber can't do the job. But Scrambler, ha ha ha. Uh-oh, smack. Someone smacked Scrambler in the face. Oh look, it's Madeline. It's the redhead that nobody thought could do anything. So she turned around, smacked him in the face with a gun, and says, sorry creep, I don't die so easy. Can you stay the same? Standing over him holding the gun to his head. What's she gonna do? She's gonna pull the trigger? Or is she just gonna monologue? Let's read and find out. Page 17. Nearby, hearing Scrambler's plight on the open channel, microtrains were implanted in their uniforms. Oh, microtransceivers were planted in their uniforms. So little radios in their uniforms. Overconfident whelp, I should let her dust him. Serves him right. Acolyte leads a helping hand. Boom! Earthquake! Acolyte more likely, says Rogue. She creates high intensity shock waves. Women just loves to knock things down. So Acolyte, her power is making shock waves, so she's rocking and rolling and shaking everything up now. Havoc's outburst tore the guts out of the whole building. Another good jolt and the whole shebang will go. Staff's evacuated the patients, but they'll never get out in time. Madeline's a target. Get her away to the Marauders. Get her away, and the Marauders will leave the hospital be. Quit fussing, Rogue. I'm all right. I'll take a lot more Havoc's plasma beams to overcome my fast healing factor, says Wolverine. Get far enough and get to the ground where we can't find you. The fight's over. Gone and done, boss. So Wolverine's saying, get out of here, Rogue. Get to high ground. I'm going to sort this out. He's got his blades out. Skink! And ready to rock and roll with his adamantium claws. Where's that baby-faced Korean? Figured he'd skipped. I can follow his trail easy, says Wolverine. Only I got to take care of the team. Look after Havoc first. Yeah, it's got the role of a leader coming in now. He's got to think about the team now, not himself. All those people endangered and some hurt, even killed. Afraid so, says Rogue. Because of me, says Madeline. But why, Rogue? Wouldn't have a clue, sugar. So Madeline's like, why? Why are they after me? Why is everyone dead because of me? So, well, I think we got an idea. Let's keep on reading. Marry into the X-Men family, and I guess you catch a lot of X-Men grief, says Rogue. Rogue, that construction site, the skyscraper. Crumb, says Rogue. The girders, they're climbing after us. Can't outrun them. So the girders are coming all after him now. That must be Polaris. So if Polaris, she can control magnetism just like her dad, Magneto. Is her dad? If I remember right, I think she's related to Magneto in some sense. Though I could be wrong. Correct me on that. We're caught. They're all wrapped up in the girders. Don't bother trying to free yourself, Rogue, darling. I'm magnetically strengthening the molecule bonds of the metal to such an extent that even your strength can't shatter them. I know you. Yep, Lauren Dane. That's Polaris. Oh, I don't believe this. Polaris, how could you be working with the Marauders? Silly girl, I lead the Marauders. Bum bum bum. What a twist. Page 19. Meanwhile, far below. A hopefully familiar dump truck piles into the lot. Oh wow, look at that. My aching head. Psylocke, Longshot, are you okay? As well as can be expected. I sense Miss Pryor's thought patterns above us, says Psylocke. She and Rogue are trapped. You switch sides, says Rogue to Polaris. Let's say, darling, they made me an offer I just couldn't refuse. Such a shame you heroes won't have the opportunity to follow my example. For some reason, that's how she talks. So that's how I interpret it. Oh well. The whole building's being yanked out of the ground, says Dazzler. Longshot, hook your grappling to the superstructure, then pass me the line. I'm crazy, but Betsy's still too groggy and to face any marauders. I'm the only one whose powers can help, assuming I live so long. So Dazzler's going to try something big here. Say, Longshot's hooked his hook onto the girders. So I got a funny feeling she's going to try and absorb some energy and run in the girders and make something happen. Let's find out. Oh, page 20. 5 more to go. We're nearly there. Oh my, there we go. And here we go, says Dazzler. Wish me luck. Huh, that's all I have, says Longshot. In the meantime, Dazzler's thinking, dumb. This is a stupid idea. Doing a John McClane there from Die Hard, saying, this is a stupid idea. Why am I doing this? Why are you doing this, John? I hate being a hero. I'm going to be hurt. I don't want to die, says Dazzler. Careful the girders. Don't swing into them. Heading for the bay. Thank heaven. Kicking away from the structure as far as possible. Remember training how to land deep breath? Heart jackhammering. Thoughts racing. Scared. It's gonna hit. The girders splashed into the water. Still alive. Far out. Nothing busted. How lucky can I get? Body's going to be as black as blue as my costume hurts all over. The water is so cold, says Dazzler. She's gone face first into the water. Keep hold of Longshot's line. Currently so swift if I let go. Oh, current's so swift if I let go. So she lets go of that line of the water's going to take her away. I'll never make it back here. Not being pulled anymore. We've hit bottom. Thoughts calming too. At last. What a ride. Body's up. My body's natural radiance bright as possible. So I can be seen. There they are. Please, Lord, let them be alive. Alright, so she's made herself nice and bright so everyone can see her. She's going to try and rescue Madeline and Rogue, who's wrapped up in the girders. They've gone straight into the drink, straight into the water, into the river, and Dazzler's going to try and get them out. Can she do it? Stay tuned. Oh, and Nana just made a comment. Can you imagine seeing Taylor Swift as Dazzler? Tell you what, I actually can see Taylor Swift as Dazzler. I reckon she'd actually make a pretty good Dazzler, to be honest. But let's read on. Took longer than I thought to reach them. Lugs are already starting to hurt. No time to waste, says Dazzler. Miss Pryor looks in worse shape. I'll cut her loose first, says Dazzler. Don't be frightened. My laser's only slicing steel and it won't touch you. Bingo! Oh cripes, suppose she can't swim. But if I stay with her, then Rogue's done for. Hope you make it, Madeline. So Madeline's off. She's going to the top. She's saying, nah, I'm gonna go get some air, bug ears. So Rogue, you can stay here and die. Same with you. Same with you, Dazzler. Thanks for freeing me and I'm out of here. Hope I make it. Water's turned awfully murky. No, it's me. My glow's fading. Oh no. Dazzler's running out of light. Lasering underwater took more out of me than I expected. Don't know if I have enough energy left for Rogue. She knows it too. So this is where they've got to put their rivalry aside and say, look, we've got to help each other here or we're both screwed. Go on, Daz. You do your best. You save Madeline. That's the important thing. Now save yourself. Scoot, gal. While you're still able to. No sense in both of us becoming fish food. Finally, that's the way the scales between us are balanced. Be smart. For once, Nightingale, go, says Rogue as she lays there, running out of air. And now look, Dazzler's looking back at her, taking a moment to contemplate. And she lets go of the girders and starts going towards the surface. But she looks back and thinks to herself, No, I can't leave her to die. That's not the X-Men way. And plus, I'm a hero. So she's getting all heroic here. Rogue's like, one last try. For that idea. Heck, deep down, I never figured you'd ever end. Heck down, I never figured they'd ever end. Period. Too cocky by far. That's me. What? Dazzler's laser beams. She came back. So Rogue's had to go trying to free herself, but now she's run out of energy. She says she can't do it. She needs help. But luckily Dazzler's there to save her. Like I told Juggernaut, says Dazzler. I'm too darn dumb to know when to quit. Hang on, Rogue. I'll have you free in a jiff. Uh-oh. My laser, it quit. Oh no, Dazzler's out of juice. She can't free Rogue. What are they going to do? Page 23. 2 more to go. It can't be out of energy. No fair. I'm sorry, Rogue. No fire inside. Want so badly to take a breath. Gotta try. No more. One shot. Come too far to fail. Last chance. Dazzler weakened the girders. So she's weakened the girders just enough so Rogue can free herself. Give it all you got and it's free. Upsy daisy, sugar. So there we go. She has just enough juice to weaken the girder so Rogue can get herself out. She's free. She's grabbing Dazzler. They're going straight back to the surface. They're all still in the water, by the way. They're all drowning. But now they're shooting back to the surface and they're going to get some air and everything's going to be all hunky-dory and be back to business. She isn't moving, hanging like a rag doll. Limp in my arms. Easy, close. Oh, was it too late? Cripes. Didn't think I could get so cold. Daz is like a block of ice. Too pooped myself to fly for the shore. Rest here a minute. Gather my strength. Alright? Cough, cough. Am I dead? No, hardly. You're a hero, says Rogue. Even after all that's between us, that's past. What counts is today and tomorrow, and didn't really accept that in my heart till now. Says Dazzler. But Polaris is coming to crash the party. Oh, how sweet! Old enemies becoming dear friends. What a disgustingly charming picture. I must say, you pair are proving most delightfully difficult to kill. I suppose I simply have to keep trying. I'll get it right, says Polaris. Next is Heartbreak. And I think that's the last page. So it's ending on Polaris hovering over the top of them. Rogue and Dazzler's up out of the water. They're getting their breath back, getting ready for round 2, and Polaris has come to crash the party and saying, I'm going to have a great time trying to kill you both. And I think that's the end. Oh, and that's the last page with loads of writing I don't want to read. And yeah, this page is intentionally blank, so that's the end of the book. So I think I'll end the reading on there. So if I get rid of this, remove page, there we go. There we go. Evolves made a comment. Can't wait to see Swift as Dazzler. Yeah, I reckon if it does become true, because that's the rumor at the moment, Taylor Swift might become Dazzler. So I reckon Taylor Swift make a good Dazzler. But we'll see. Depends on her acting ability. So anyway, guys, that's this episode's of Relax and Read. with Uncanny X-Men number 221, the first appearance of Mister Sinister. And he didn't really stick around very long, did he? So what, a couple of pages, sort of was a bit menacing, saying, "You failed me." And picked Sabretooth up by his neck and threw him around a bit. There was a bit all lording, saying like, "Don't mess with me or I'll kill all of you. Madeline must die," and then he sort of buggered off, and that was the end of it. But yeah, guys, it's currently Friday night here in Bristol, in England. It's 9:55 at night, so I'm going to start wrapping this up now. So, if you enjoyed this, say leave a like, leave a comment, leave a subscribe on the VeVe Collective's channel. If you want to see more, if you have a suggestion for what I should read next, say chuck it down in the comments. And yeah, so this is a relax and read with OzmanKollects, myself, and just trying something new, just trying something that no one else seems to be doing. And yeah, it seems to be going all right. So I'm going to end it there. Please join me for VeVe weekends and Wednesdays. Every VeVe weekends is on. Sorry, I'll start with it. VeVe Wednesdays. VeVe Wednesdays is 8 till 10 Pacific Standard Time every Wednesday night, and VeVe weekends is 12:30 till 2:30 Sunday afternoons Pacific Standard Time. And yeah, hopefully that's in the X spaces or in the Twitter spaces or whatever you want to call it now. And hopefully you can join me there, and we can chill some more. Hopefully everyone enjoyed the content. Anyway, I'm gonna go try and get some sleep now because it's late here. And yeah, I'll do another one next week. All right, take care, everybody. Enjoy the rest of your day or rest of your night, wherever you might be in the world. And until next time, take care. Have a good one. All right, bye, everybody.